We're streaming. We're streaming.
I'm coming.
Posted and toasted.
I was so interested to see why that guy asked us a question.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, do I gotta deal with this female bitch or?
Boop. Oh, I'm gonna close some of these. Don't need that. Get out of here. Okay, wife.
Thank you. You gotta get those thingies up.
Yep.
We're on the. Are we live?
Oh, God. What has some of us done?
Not me.
Look at that cute little thumbnail.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's like the whole thing. Wonder if there are any Pockies standing up. I feel like I'd have to take them off of.
There's a Pocky standing up.
Huh?
To the right.
Oh, yeah, I could spread them out myself. Is it just my eyes, or does this look kind of like nothing? I feel like it was photoshopped by a Chinese person, because there's like all these sharp things.
Maybe.
I'm excited to... Ooh, almond Pocky?
It's all poison, wife.
Yeah, it's all poison. I've always known it was poison because there was like such a waxy, weird... You'd think that Japanese people would be more aware of poison. Considering they were bombed by it. This one is like chocolate coated. I could probably take this part off. That looks kind of neat. We'll see.
We shall see.
Can I just close this other one?
If you do, unless we do the reopen closed window, you'll lose the tabs.
Okay. So I'll just minimize and this thing will pop up, I think. Okay.
Our chats is live. The Photoshop is on.
Has the book been read?
No. You know I'm illiterate.
So I should read and Photoshop at the same time?
Uh-huh. Feed me.
Let's try 2 of the 3. See if I can handle that, and then...
Wait.
Oh, I ain't got nothing coming out of my titties yet, so
Oh, lover. I know you're the smartest person on this planet, but God, you're useless.
Thanks. Is it the smartest? Wisest? Maybe. Smartest? I gotta be taught in order for the stuff to stick, you know? Dang, this is still, like, not that good of a picture. Does it matter?
Depends what your vision is, wife.
My vision was, I guess, having my perspective different. You know what I mean? Like, somehow it would look closer without being bigger. Maybe I'll keep maybe Pocky High Res. Resolution.
The resolution.
Resolution. Why don't people make up new fucking words instead of being lazy? Let's just pronounce it differently. Oh, dang. Is that Sakura flavored? What is cherry blossom? And it's some shit like that. It's a, ooh, it sounds good saying it the Japanese way. It's fucking cherry blossom. You know? It's not a different thing, and yet you got to... What kind of convoluted bullshit is that? Oh, but resolution, resolution, fucking... What are the other... What are all those fucking words we were talking about that...
Solution?
No. The ones that... The base words of... Now I can't remember any of them, because they...
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I'm sure they'll come up. There was like 20 of them in a row. Oh well. Ooh. I feel like I'm getting beat up from the inside. What if it's just poop? I've never felt poop like this before. Doesn't matter, let's read.
It's a whole new poop.
Beautiful.
We can make it a Photoshop of that in a turd.
We certainly could. High resolution, 381 by 705. What do the kids say now? Bro. Are you actually? What? 600? Maybe people just don't have... Like, this looks good here, but it won't look the same on... I'm gonna fucking take this watermark off. Ooh, you can't. That's illegal. You can only do Photoshop the way we say.
Yeah. Yeah, we totally do what they say.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's how I earned my independence, by being exactly the same as everybody wants me to be. Oh, I probably should have. When I did the mom from Bob's Burgers,
Yeah.
I used a 1 tolerance, because every time just little bits would be all weird. So I just turned that shit all the way down, and it kind of like did the trade, like kept the shadow and everything. Ooh, but you can't use 1 tolerance because that's cheating. Something like it was stupid rules people make up for stupid shit. I should make a background so I don't have to look at transparent. Just like the show. Never watched that shit. Oh, nope. You know how I was a bad father? Now I'm an even worse mother.
Yeah, I'm still your worst father, because now I'm wearing a dress.
Yeah, I'm both at the same time. Okay, layer. I need like a cheat sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of things you need to remember? Like how to make a new fill layer? Where liquefy is?
Well, hopefully it would be all shortcuts on the computer or on the keyboard. And I won't have to worry about nothing. Beautiful. Oh, water stock? Shit or fuck? Eat my poop. Eat my poop in stock? Boy, am I right? Did I do something wrong? Probably. It always takes they're so fucking convoluted. I bet you there's easier ways to do things. I'm just dog shit.
But you're doing it your way.
I'm doing it my way, as usual.
It's your way. It's your way. Your way or the highway.
Or the freeway, more like.
Your wife biscuit.
Biscuits.
Better ones than the muffins I made this morning.
I don't think it's your fault. I think it's that lying, cheating piece of shit, Pete Hollywood.
Pete Hollywood.
That's not his name?
No.
It's Paul Hollywood. Sorry. I'm not sorry. It made you laugh, and fuck that guy. Cheap piece of... Oh. I have to, because I'm insecure about my fucking body or something. Fuck you. Men have got fucking excuses for everything, and it makes me sick. That's not fucking honor. Just wait till we get to honor in fucking the Socrates books. Ingrids, invalids, ingrades. I don't know if there is one, but...
That'd be pretty cool.
There's something that, flow smoothing? How come it looks like it's smoothing? Because it's, like, not doing things, like, all the way.
Smoothing takes more time.
Oh. And it looks like shit. It's like it takes... Is it because it's a soft brush?
Yeah. If you could turn the softness down and it'll...
No, it says hardness 100%.
What?
Say it ain't so.
Then why is it erasing shit outside the fucking circle?
Shh. Because it thinks it fucking knows better now, you know? Oh, look at me. This is technically ours. Watch. Since people can't fucking own Adobe anymore, your work will partially be their right. Just wait. They have like a certain amount percent ownership of anything that you make in Photoshop, and there'll be a watermark that will be fucking a pain in the ass to get rid of. Not even just physically, but probably physically. But like a stamp somewhere on the inside of the product that says like, you know, like or I remember there was some CD that like you couldn't just put in your computer. It was like 30 Seconds of Mars, that fucking gay ass. And when you put it in, it was like you couldn't make copies of it. You couldn't put it on your thing.
I had a Velvet Revolver CD that fucking was like that.
Ooh, my music.
I didn't ask for that one, by the way. It's just one I received.
Oh, okay. They suck anyway. What does that mean? A fancy revolver that doesn't even kill you? What is it? Heroin? A Velvet Revolver? Fucking, you ruined a generation. These people are still fucking, oh, I'm so nostalgic over the stupid bullshit. Ooh, my Kiss. Kiss was a bunch of perverts. Oh, you want to idolize fucking perverts? You want to masturbate to fucking porn all day? It's not how this shit's gonna work.
You like that dude because he's got a hat?
What dude?
Slash.
Oh, Guns N' Roses. Well, he's not in Kiss. So I got confused.
No, but he's in Velvet Revolver.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about them guys. Man, that fucking erasey thing kind of fucked it up. I'll fix it. Or will I? Tune in next time. Bye.
Sign it off.
Ugh.
Sorry, wife.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh. Pretty sorry.
Where does pretty fall in numbers between one? It's 1, 2, pretty.
I don't got the knowledge to answer that.
I'm sorry. I don't have the information you need. Goodbye.
Would you like to speak to a representative? What's that stuff at the bottom? Is that more shit?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
What the fucking...
Well, I haven't gotten rid of it yet.
How dare they
my
put that there?
prerogative.
It's not your fault, it's their fault.
Well, because they're like, oh, this is mine. I need money, this is mine. I gotta put my foot somewhere because this is mine. Oh, just like everybody used to claim fucking land. Wow, way to evolve, fucking monkey-ass retards. Oh, the fuck the point of reading 1984 was in high school when everybody was just like, run for the fucking Big Brother hills. You know?
Yeah.
What got learned? I feel like it was on like, they make school fucking hell because it's a thing that's unnecessary. So by default, it will be hell. The only thing you could do is to give a child fucking everything, and it would still fucking suck, you know? And they still wouldn't fucking learn. So then they add in this place you don't like, tells you information, has you read this book 1984 where all this shit happens. So now it's, the idea is like imprinted into your mind, hypothetically maybe, but since you're not being taught how to like do reflection stuff, maybe it's a thing that helps that, you know, oh, look at this thing is filled. You don't have to question if this could happen because there's already an imaginary thing. End of discussion. No reflections. So like when you read something, you're like, oh, I can relate to that. Blah, blah, blah. For some in school, can't relate to it. Which is like the stupidest place to not relate to.
So who's going on the pocket?
You know who.
Yeah, I know the main guy, but you like listed several, I thought.
Oh, I don't remember the other ones. I was kind of going to ask you.
Is it LeVar Burton? Oh, Manny.
Manny Pot. Yeah. Oops. Oh, I could have done that thing too. I forgot. There's that new thing we found where you press a button or you click the thing and it divides the...
Oh, the image selector deal, right?
Yeah.
Oh. And since it's not a black and white thing,
Yeah.
it works better.
Yeah. They just make a shitty image. There's like, oh, maybe not. I don't know. Ooh. There's some shortcut to like zoom into places too, but I can't remember all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's too much to remember. But you were asking for a cheat sheet.
Yeah. To see if I could remember. Can I? Dare I go the distance?
Okay, Cake.
I'm going for speed. Or fentanyl.
No, you're going for a jog.
What? Fucking making it just color. It is the color. It's like it doesn't just replace it. So like some sort of fucking setting got weird. I think. Also, why are you doing the wrong one? What?
That's not even where you fucking want it.
That does not look like that.
You have to switch this, from color to normal to disillusion.
Those aren't in this. There's color, hue, saturation, luminosity. I have no fucking idea. What is this fucking bullshit?
It's bullshit. Definitely. Shall I try to find where the fuck we are in this book?
Is it because it won't color that one? A scratch first, I think.
Too weak.
You feel too weak. I guess I could just do this. Left. 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 Right. Left. Thank you.
Wow, here.
What the fuck? Oh shit.
No, I don't know where it is.
What? It's like coloring shit fucking elsewhere too. It just freaking colored this one. Damn. Giving me problems. Sorry.
Okay. We'll start here. So Socrates is doing the dialectic thing with Charmides. Charmides has been asked what is temperance. And he said it was quietness, and then they proved it wasn't. He said, hey, I heard that temperance is doing your own business.
Yeah.
And through some observations and some reasoning, Socrates was like, I think your uncle told you that definition. And Critias was like, no, not true. Cousin told him that, whatever. Critias was the one who told Charmides this. He's like, nuh-uh. So that's about where we are.
I thought Socrates had challenged him by now.
Well, we're about to go to the challenging part. He's now speaking to Charmides. And what is the meaning of a man doing his own business? Can you tell me? I cannot. And I should not wonder if the man himself who used the phrase did not understand what he was saying. Whereupon he laughed slightly and looked at Critias. Critias had long been showing uneasiness, for he felt that he had a reputation to maintain with Charmides and the rest of the company. He had, however, hitherto managed to restrain himself, but now he could no longer forbear. And I am convinced of the truth of the suspicion which I entertained at the time, that Charmides had heard this answer about temperance from Critias. Charmides, who did not want to answer himself but to make Critias answer, tried to stir him up. He went on pointing out that he had been refuted, at which Critias grew angry and appeared, as I thought, inclined to quarrel with him, just as a poet might quarrel with an actor who spoiled his poems in repeating them. So he looked hard at him and said, "Do you imagine, Charmides, that the author of this definition of temperance did not understand the meaning of his own words because you do not understand them?"
Who's saying this?
Critias to Charmides.
Oh, the kid to...
The cousin to the kid. He's like being scolded. It's like, do you really think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
He's being scolded? Oh, Charmides is...
the kid.
And he's being scolded.
Yeah, by Critias.
Okay.
Because Critias grew angry. So he looked hard at Charmides and said, "Do you imagine, Charmides, that the author of this definition of temperance did not understand the meaning of his own words because you do not understand them?" "Why, at his age," I said, "most excellent Critias, he can hardly be expected to understand. But you, who are older and have studied, may well be assumed to know the meaning of them. And therefore, if you agree with him and accept his definition of temperance, I would much rather argue with you than with him about the truth or falsehood of this definition." "I entirely agree," said Critias, "and accept the definition."
So he was scolding that kid because maybe hey kid, you don't get what this author is saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not that even Socrates was like, "Hey, what a fool."
Yeah.
He's scolding the kid, but not directing it towards Socrates, who's the older guy who said, "Yeah, fuck that poem."
So my understanding is Critias is the one who told Charmides what the definition was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not from a poem. It's just a definition.
That Critias had. He's his own ego.
Uh-huh. But Socrates was like, "That's a shitty definition," right?
Yeah, he just...
Oh, shit. I still have this up.
And they said he's been refuted. So he's upset.
Yeah, but why is he upset with the kid?
Because before this, Socrates, he's like, I think the person who said this either it's a riddle or you don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, so it's not that it's wrong and stupid, but it's got to be a riddle or they're stupid.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's a riddle, but this kid doesn't know. Okay. Thank you for helping me clear that up.
Roger. So, I entirely agree, said Critias, and accept the definition.
Wait, what definition, though?
Except
so they're gonna break down that temperance is minding your own business.
Is doing your own business.
Doesn't that mean minding your own business? It's not just that you're doing business, but you're keeping to yourself, that you're not bothering other people about their affairs. Yeah, staying in your lane. Ugh.
Alright. So, very good, I said. And now let me repeat my question. Do you admit, as I was just now saying, that all craftsmen make or do something?
That all craftsmen make or do something. Okay.
I do. And do they make or do their own business only, or that of others also?
Making short work of them.
They make or do that of others also. And they are temperate, seeing that they make not for themselves or their own business only. Why not? He said. So, seeing that they make not for themselves or their own business only. So they're doing for others.
Yeah.
So, if they are temperate, they're doing for other people, which is the opposite.
Well, not necessarily that when they're temperate they do for other people, but that this is not temperance. You know? Because he hasn't proven that it's the other thing, but doing your own thing, since it's a thing that most people do, they don't. If this guy Charmides or whatever goes to war, he's not minding his own business.
Why not? He said. No objection on my part, I said. But there may be a difficulty on his who proposes a new definition of temperance. Doing one's own business, and then says that there is no reason why those who do the business of others should not be temperate.
Yeah.
Nay, he said.
Nay.
Did I ever acknowledge that those who do business of others are temperate? I said those who make, not those who do.
What's the distinction? Oh, that they're going... Ooh, I need water.
You did it. That was beautiful.
Thanks.
Like a llama ballet.
Like a fart llama. Like a Islama llama.
You live in Islamabad.
Islam is bad.
Islam is bad.
This freaking a race is. What is the difference? Anyway, make or do. Make is probably when somebody goes forth to say, hey, give me your business, as opposed to someone going to them and saying, I'm giving you my business. Like a directional. He's got a point there. What?
Socrates.
Uh-huh.
His reaction is awesome. What? I asked. What question mark? Or what exclamation mark? What? I asked. Do you mean to say that doing and making are not the same?
Hmm.
No more, he replied, than making or working are the same. Thus much I have learned from Hesiod. That says Wikipedia, who says that work is no disgrace. Now, do you imagine that if he had meant by working and doing such things as you were describing, he would have said that there was no disgrace in them? For example, in the manufacture of shoes, or in selling pickles, or sitting for hire in a house of ill fame. That, Socrates, is not to be supposed. But I conceive him to have distinguished making from doing and work. And while admitting that the making anything might sometimes become a disgrace, when the employment was not honorable, to have thought that work was never any disgrace at all. For things nobly and usefully made he called works, and such makings he called workings and doings. And he must be supposed to have called such things only man's proper business, and what is hurtful, not his business. And in that sense, Hesiod and any other wise man may be reasonably supposed to call him wise who does his own work.
Okay. I don't know if I missed something, but it was making sense to me that a man's job is his life and that business something something. I maybe if you read it again,
That's
unless you don't want to.
I can give it a shot.
Okay.
Nope, it's not working. What? Do you mean to say that doing and making are not the same? No more, he replied, than making or working are the same. Thus much.
Wait, that doesn't make sense to me. 'Cause
Making and working are not the same.
yeah, how is that? I guess
He'll give his reasons.
okay. It was just that that Socrates didn't see it as a directional thing confuses me now. I'm like stuck, I guess. So it was just maybe he didn't that he wouldn't mean it as a directional thing confuses me. Cuz it sounded the way he presented it like it was directional.
Thus much I have learned from Hesiod, who says that, quote, work is no disgrace, end quote. Now, do you imagine that if he had meant by working and doing such things as you were describing, he would have said that there was no disgrace in them? For example, in the manufacturing of shoes.
Disgrace in them? I gotta be missing something, right?
So Hesiod said, work is no disgrace.
Uh-huh.
So if you are working, whatever you're working, you're not being disgraceful.
Uh-huh. But why would it have been a disgrace? Or what does disgrace have to do with the can you read when he says why I didn't mean this, I meant that.
Nay, he said, did I ever acknowledge that those who do the business of others are temperate? I said those who make, not those who do.
Okay.
And Socrates said, what?
Apparently.
So I'm looking back for a second.
Whoa.
Do you admit, as I was just now saying, that all craftsmen make or do something? He responds, I do.
Craftsmen make or do something.
Yes.
Okay.
And do they make or do their own business? Or make their own business only, or that of others too? And he responds, they make or do that of others also.
Okay.
And they are temperate, seeing that they make not for themselves or their business only. Why not? He said. No objection on my part. I said, but there may be difficulty on his who proposes a definition of temperance, doing one's own business, and then says there is no reason why those who do the business of others should not be temperate. He says, nay, I never did acknowledge that those who do the business of others are temperate. I said those who make, not those who do. Socrates says make and do, and you agreed to like 3 questions that involve make or do, and you respond make or do.
Okay. Yeah, so he's saying make and do are 2 different things, but he's showing with his responses that make and do are one thing. That's a common theme, I guess, in these books too, that people like the contradiction isn't addressed, but it's repeated over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm following.
What? I asked. Do you mean to say that doing and making are not the same? No more, he replied, than making or working. Thus much I have learned from Hesiod, who says that work is no disgrace. So if doing and making are the same, then making and working should be the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if working is not a disgrace, then making is not a disgrace.
Yeah.
What if the things you make are disgraceful? Like you make like little boy pooping statues or something, you know?
Maybe there's no disgrace in anything that you put effort into, but that's by some guy who says that.
Yeah, Hesiod.
Lots of people, it's really painting a picture of like the magic of words in the beginning. Like people were like, oh, I understand you and I resonate, I feel the thing you're saying, and it makes me believe it. You are now my reference to knowledge or something. It's so crazy.
Wikipedia page.
Yeah. Wow, people are still doing the same shit.
Same shit. Look it up, bro.
I mean, we've been guilty of it. Not a long time, I think. But it's like, where else do you get that information when you don't have it? The answer was, for me, just be the camel, you know? Let that information come. Instead of trying to presume something, just be quiet and listen. Until I wasn't quiet anymore.
And you haven't shut up since.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that you need to.
No. What else is everybody else saying? Shit. Let's talk about my Kylie Kardashian fucking bullshit. Get out of here.
My 700-pound Kardashian.
Oh,
that's a good one.
I'll write it down.
Write it down.
Oh, can we make it to like a Kardashian?
Oh, my 700-pound Kardashian.
Yeah, and then just put one of their reptilian-looking ass faces.
Could be a Kardashian face and fucking Kardashian booty.
Who? Oh, like Foodie Booty?
No, there's that quote-unquote picture that broke the internet when that lady posted her butt online.
The lesbian? Rosie O'Donnell? That's what happened with NYPD Blue, too.
Kim Kardashian.
She put her butt on the internet.
Yeah,
and
a long time ago. And, like, so many people rushed to see it. Like, it was on the tweeters. It crashed, like, the servers.
Men.
They're like, I gotta see this ass. There's lots of butts out there.
Yeah, it's like it's not even that big of a deal. Shit. Read a book. Touch some ass.
Yeah, touch some ass.
If you get the opportunity to touch an ass, and the only way you get to keep touching that ass and assure that you can always touch that ass is to not touch any other asses, what's the big deal? I want to feel all the different flavors. We'll go eat ice cream then, retard. There's plenty of other things to explore in life. You don't need to touch all the ladies.
One is good enough.
Yeah.
Temperance.
Hopefully. Yeah. And maybe you're just easy because
you got a great ass that I love.
No, I didn't say I make it easy. I have it easy with you because you just, like, you were born temperate, you know? Not a cheating bone in your body. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Tell that to my high school chemistry teacher.
Oh, what does that mean?
That
Because you cheated on a test or something?
Yeah. They were like, you can only have get like one side of a note card as a cheat sheet for a whole semester's worth of chemistry stuff. You know how many formulas? Like, I can't write all that shit. So many things to know.
Why? What kind of fucking line is that to draw?
Yeah, stupid. But me being me, I was like, can we use our calculators? They're like, of course you can use your calculator.
Oh, and you had like a word program?
I got a graphing calculator. I can type in notes. I typed in boop, 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 boop. I filled up that fucking calculator full of my fucking notes.
Dang. How dare they? Jeez.
Telling me. I'll play your game. I'll beat your fucking system because you're not saying all the things.
Damn right. It is just a matter of stupidity. With the way teachers, it's like a cat and mouse game, you know? But except one's stupid and one's, you know, trying to fight the system all the time with hormone.
I remember being in one of my many digital signal processing classes.
One of my many. Such a dweeb.
Well, mostly because I like would fail them or something.
Oh. Sorry.
One of those failings wasn't my fault. Every person in the class failed. The teacher was fresh out of grad school and felt like the undergraduates should have all the graduate level knowledge, and we didn't. So all of the homework, all of the tests were impossible to complete because we didn't have the knowledge.
Dang.
And she's like, you should know this by now. And so she failed every person in the class.
That's ridiculous. Wow. Talk about temperance.
Yeah, so that was like, a bunch of money wasted.
Stupid bitch.
But in one of those DSP classes, we weren't allowed to use calculators.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you could use a calculator. You cheated with the calculator.
Yeah, in high school.
The cheat sheet. Okay.
I was told you can't use calculators on the tests.
Uh-huh.
And somebody, because this is a very math-intensive class, lots of people were going, why the hell not? And the excuse that we got back, I still remember. What if you're on a deserted island?
Are you I just fucking said that in my head.
And you don't have a calculator and you have to get this done.
I don't have to get...
I am not going to be doing digital signal processing on a deserted fucking island. This is a nonsensical bullshit situation.
Oh my god. What a fucking doofus. That sucks.
Like, there's no way that can logically make any fucking sense. You're a crazy person.
Doing that shit on purpose.
Like, just come out and say because you don't want us to.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, more people will accept that. Like, well, okay, well, we can't argue against that. If you wanted to and you make the rules, fuck, that sucks. But what if you don't? What if you're on the desert island?
That's so fucking ridiculous.
I paid for that. Everyone pays for that.
Yeah, right?
Everybody who paid taxes, you paid for that, for my experience.
It's time to stop. It's literally time to fucking stop the bullshit. You got... There's enough information in the world just hanging around like garbage everywhere. And the people around us, the garbage in their fucking head, to have everything we need to build something from that junk. If we had this thing that was made from all this junk, we wouldn't have needed all of the junk. But that's just like the nature of stuff, I guess. Fucking everything to reflect stuff back and forth. Plenty of we can know everything and keep all that information in our head because we have so much space. Thank you, McDonald's. Thank you, fucking Walmart. You know, having all this slave brain space, we could probably remember all the essentials and bring them. I mean, people fucking told stories for fucking years, you know? Stories is like a powerful thing. Obviously, even here, people are fucking still telling stories. That's how they're reasoning things. By the stories that they're telling. It's always like an example of something.
But what if you're on an island? What do you do?
Fucking hell. So stupid. Okay, I'm gonna try this before I keep fucking perfecting Pocky for no reason.
You want to do Laplace transforms on a desert island wife?
Ooh?
Yeah, exactly. What? You want to waste my fucking time?
I would not have fucking let that shit go. I would have to learn how to reason like I do now, then, you know, if I was aware of such fucking corruption. What?
What has happened?
Why you give me problems? Alright. Fuck you then, idiot. We gotta do something with him and Juilliard.
Put him in a ballerina costume.
Dirt face. Why has he always got some dumb shit on his head? Hey yo.
He's gotta squeeze his brain really tight, otherwise, like, he loses his self-awareness.
No, oh shit, I went to Juilliard.
This is thinking cap.
He's probably going, I really dodged a bullet with that one. When he sees Jada Pinkett or whatever. So only bullet you dodged. Cult of Death. That's a good face. Copy clean link.
Copy it. Okay.
Copied it. Where the hell is that fucking
So making and doing are different.
But that guy can't figure out why.
Even though he agrees all the times.
Whoa, I did 100% tolerance. Dang. Dang. Is he really that gray?
So work and makings, do they have the possibility of being disgusting? Can you make something disgusting? Not disgusting. Disgraceful. Can you make something disgraceful?
It is disgraceful.
Can you do something disgraceful?
Yeah. As disgraceful is like without grace, but to what level? Going against truth? I don't know.
So, Hesiod's Dig Done said, work is no disgrace. Now, do you imagine that if he had meant by working and doing such things as you were describing, he would have said that there was no disgrace in them? For example, in the manufacture of shoes, or in selling pickles, or sitting for hire in a house of ill fame? Are those things that can have disgrace?
House sitting for somebody?
Sitting for hire in a house of ill fame. I don't know what that means.
People really stuck to stories then. Like being hired by a house, like having to subject yourself to being for hire by a bad company, by a bad house. Dang, where'd his head go? Frick.
It was the bullets.
Huh.
They got him again, wife.
Oh, I could use the art history, or the regular history tool. Whoops! It took.
I think if you do a white, will it go the other way?
Oh, maybe it has to be one of those.
No, two black Shamor. Oh,
dang! It's just not my day. Can I just smooth it?
I guess he's gonna have to blast himself.
What is up with his ear? Is that a tribal tattoo?
AIDS? I don't know. I don't know much about this fella and his unibrow. Holy shit. What a furry motherfucker.
Where is this freaking filter, right? Liquefy.
Oh.
Hey, what the hell? Why did it bring some of it back? What the fuck goes on?
But computers is the future. We gotta watch out for AI.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, so kawaii.
We gotta find a way to challenge people.
The big guys?
Yeah.
The world famous U-boobers?
No, like the people who fucking control the world. I don't give a shit about those idiots.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, doesn't move his eyes. Whoa. Can you read? What are you doing?
No.
Well, alright, well, I guess that's it.
I can barely function. Can't read.
Should we read?
Yes.
Okay.
That Socrates is not to be supposed, but I can conceive him to have distinguished making from doing and work. And while admitting that the making anything might sometimes become a disgrace when the employment was not honorable, to have thought that work was never any disgrace at all. For things nobly and usefully made he calls works, and such makings he called workings.
Is this fucking Cratius speaking?
Yeah. Critias is saying what Hesiod is talking about.
Okay.
And such makings he called workings and doings. And he must be supposed to have called such things only man's proper business, and what is hurtful. Not his business. And in that sense, Hesiod and any other wise man may be reasonably supposed to call him wise who does his own work.
I don't know. I think I might have lost it a bit.
I think I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Can we read it back then? Know what I mean?
Okie dokie.
That's what we normally do, right? When we don't understand what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mean to say that doing and making are not the same? No more, he replied, than making or working are the same. Thus I have learned from Hesiod, who says that work is no disgrace. So, Socrates asked if, kind of look like hot dogs. If doing and making are the same.
And
he's like, making and working aren't the same.
Did he?
Yeah. Socrates asked, do you mean to say that doing and making, do and make, are not the same? He goes, no more than making and working. Critias included working. No more than those two are the same. Thus I have learned from Hesiod, who says that work is no disgrace. Now, do you imagine that if he had meant by working and doing such things as you were describing, he would have said that there was no disgrace in them? For example, in the manufacturing of shoes, or in selling pickles, or sitting for hire in a house of ill fame? That, Socrates, is not to be supposed. But I conceive him to have distinguished making from doing and work. And while admitting that the making anything might sometimes become a disgrace when employment was not honorable, to have thought that work was never any disgrace at all. For things nobly and usefully made he calls works. He called works. And such makings he called workings and doings.
That's the end of it?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to piece things together. So, if something is nobly and usefully made, it's a work.
If something is nobly and usefully made, it's work.
Okay. And such makings he called workings and doings.
Wait.
So
he's talking about the same thing though, right?
Yeah, so now makings are workings and doings now.
Dang.
Socrates is like, hey, do you agree with this? He's like, no. And then like, but all of these are the same now. So he does agree with him.
That's the nature of those chaotic people.
And he must suppose to have called such things only man's proper business. Nobly and usefully made things are a man's proper business. And what is hurtful, not his business. And in that sense, Hesiod and any other wise man may be reasonably supposed to call him wise who does his own work.
Okay. Do I get it? It's I think it's like having to follow that chaos to make sense of the chaos is harder than making sense of sense. I think.
Yeah, I don't know where someone's own work comes into this. He hasn't mentioned it at all.
He hasn't?
So if you make nobly and useful things, that is wise.
Okay, yeah.
Because you're doing your own work. You're doing your own making of noble things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So that's a good thing then, right? Making your own stuff?
Yeah.
So that's when he mentioned it, right? Or are you asking when Socrates asked for that information?
No, I wasn't asking anything. I was just trying to follow.
I thought you said something before. Tommy, please. Please and thank you. Yeah, he said, whatever my case was, I forgot though. That's sorry, you can just move on.
"O Critias," I said, "no sooner had you opened your mouth than I pretty well knew that you would call that which is proper to a man, and that which is his own, good. And that..."
Is this him talking?
This is
Socrates?
Socrates talking.
Okay, can you start it again, please?
"Hey yo, you dumbass nigga, I knew you was gonna say that."
Are you translating it?
Yeah. "O
Thanks.
Critias," I said, "O Critias," I said, "no sooner had you opened your mouth than I pretty well knew that you would call that which is proper to a man, and that which is his own, good. And that the making of the good you would call doings. For I am no stranger to the endless distinctions which Prodicus draws about names. Now I have no objection to your giving names any signification which you please, if you will only tell me what you mean by them. Please do then begin again, and be a little plainer. Do you mean that this doing or making, or whatever is the word which you would use, of good actions is temperance?" "I do," he said. "Then not he who does evil, but he who does good is temperate."
What?
Socrates asked, "Do you mean that this doing or making, or whatever word you use, of good actions is temperance?"
Good action.
Because this is based upon doing noble things. From before?
Uh-huh.
So, if you're doing these things, they are good. And if you're doing good things, that is temperance. Socrates is asking.
Okay.
Is doing good actions temperance?
Uh-huh.
And Critias agrees. Socrates asked, "Then he who does..." He says, "Then not he who does evil, but he who does good is temperate."
How is that?
Then not he who does evil, so the evil one is not temperate, but the one who does good is temperate. Because you do good actions.
Oh, okay.
"Yes," he said, "and you, friend, would agree. No matter whether I should or not, just now, not what I think, but what you are saying is the point at issue." "Well," he answered, "I mean to say that he who does evil and not good is not temperate, and that he is temperate who does good and not evil. For temperance I define in plain words to be the doing of good actions."
That's what Friendo says.
Yeah. Critias. Blah, blah, blah. "And you may be very likely right in what you are saying. But I am curious to know whether you imagine that temperate men are ignorant of their own temperance."
Are temperate men ignorant of their own temperance?
Yes.
Okay.
Are men who do good actions ignorant of their own good actions?
Okay.
Is that right? If temperance is doing good actions. So a temperate man would be a man who does good actions.
Uh-huh.
He's asking, can a man who does good actions, a temperate man, be ignorant of their own good actions, their own temperance?
Okay.
That is the question Socrates is asking.
Okay.
I do not think so, he said. And yet, were you not just saying just now that craftsmen might be temperate in doing another's work, as well as in doing their own? I was, he replied, but what is your drift?
What are you getting at?
I have no particular drift. But I wish that you would tell me whether a physician who cures a patient may do good to himself and good to another also. I think that may be. And he who does so does his duty? Yes. And does not he who does his duty act temperate or wisely? He says wisely. So, temperate is now separated the two. So being temperate is not wise.
What? Oh, because if you're unaware of it, then it's not wisdom? What is he looking at? Is there a bug? Up there? Look at him. Fly trying to get out of the fucking cold.
I hear something.
Oh, snap.
Go up
Maybe a
there. I
mouse?
think there's a mouse. Go get him.
Go get him, Craven. Come on.
Catch him so I can fucking chuck him out of this place.
Sweet boy. What's that?
I'll let you chew on him a little. He's squishy. He won't mind too much.
Yeah.
Too much? He will mind. That's not saying he won't mind. He just won't mind too much. There's a line. So Socrates is giving him two options. Someone who does their duty, do they act temperately or do they act wisely? If you separated wisdom from
oh shit, so
if he's separated wisdom from being temperate by asking this question. I don't know what his reasoning is, but
because what's his face was doing that maybe? The guy he's talking to was like, yeah, there's no difference between these three things.
Maybe. So does he act? The person who does his duty act temperately or wisely? He acts wisely. But must a physician necessarily know when his treatment is likely to prove beneficial and when not? Or must the craftsman necessarily know when he is likely to be benefited and when not to be benefited by the work which he is doing? I suppose not.
Husband, there is a random hole right here that cannot be filled. I've tried smushing things. I've tried duplicating. I've tried color replacing. It's just a fucking black hole.
Can you just use regular brush?
Oh, that's it. Brush tool. Oh. Oh. Well, it'll work for a little bit. Ah, why isn't it not just picking that color and going to that color? It's like making it brighter or less bright.
I think there's some sort of weird shit going on. I know you're clicking.
There's like gotta be an option.
That one thing, but I still think it's choosing white.
What is this fucking black magic? It still looks like a fucking hole.
You got gross hair, Manny Pacquiao.
More like Pacquiao. Oh.
You feeling the stuff, wife?
I can never tell. There's still these two that won't fucking do nothing.
What the fuck?
Ay.
Oh, stretch.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh, my chest is reconnected.
Oh, it said... It says that we're... Oh, this one... No, because that's just recording. That... What the hell's going on? Well, you got a hole in your head for no reason. Perfect opportunity. Look at this face I found.
It's a good face to make fun of.
Liquefy. Damn.
So it was like... Oh.
It's going, you said?
It just crashed.
So is it just our computer?
Oh, you know what? Maybe there was a problem. It was being blocked.
Look at this shit. There's a missing piece here and a missing piece here. I didn't do that shit.
What the fuck?
I don't think I did. But still, it's like, why is it... Can I anti-mask it or what? Oh, I might have freaking... Okay. I might have done something. Mighta. Shoulda, mighta, coulda. Zoop.
You have 4 points to fuck with? Is that my understanding?
No, I think these two... Oh, yeah. There is. I think there could be more. Pouty or smile?
Smile.
Hello. Yeah. Why?
Socrates.
Oh, yay. Hey, Socrates, sweet boy. It's about time.
Like, what's his face? Great song on it. And play Socrates. How fucking. Like, I'm gonna go sit on top of your phone.
Maybe. When I tickle the bottom of my belly, I feel like there's things punching me in my ribs. Is this cum that I'm feeling?
That's more than I feel.
His nose even more out. Don't even have to fucking edit this shit. Oh. Small.
Oh man, this smush face is pretty good.
Ah! Pimply motherfucker. I think it's good. I wonder what these lines are for. Did I fuck up his eyeballs? Dang, I didn't mean to. Oh well. That'll do. Are there any Pocky-like people as well? Or are there any other Pocky people?
Oh.
It's the Five Finger Daddy Pocky group or whatever. I wonder if I can like wrap this shit around or something. Make this Pocky bigger. Let's get this Pocky started.
There's the X-Men character Apocalypse.
Can we think of another one first?
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a but. I mean, if push comes to shove, Apocalypse.
If make comes to do.
Oh shit! There might like be a whole thing too in this, where like everything's so confusing because this guy's like constantly contradicting himself. But make and do and those other things are different. And Socrates is gonna bring this whole shit around. This is like an obstacle course for Plato. I can't imagine trying to write this shit. I couldn't even think of like a good example for anything.
Yeah, fucking George R.R. McDougall-Balls couldn't come up with something like this.
McDougal balls.
Hey, that you fucker.
You boop your butt? Pocky.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of hot characters. Pocky Shore.
Pockman?
Pocky Chain.
It's not Pocky enough.
Yeah.
If Apocalypse isn't enough, Pockman isn't even enough for me. That makes sense because it's like a whole.
Is it? Pocahontas?
Apocalypse is better than that. It's still too far away.
Dang.
I think it's gonna have to be Apocalypse. I'll survive. You want some of this cookie with me? I'm a crunchy ass fucking. Does the original recipe say to not use dark brown sugar?
Just says brown sugar.
What do you use? What is it called? Medium?
White. Just not dark.
I thought there was a medium one that you've been using, and I asked you, and you said yes. I said not light. It's this thing in between that I've never seen before, and you were like, yeah. Tommy, I need you here with me to record us at all times so we can settle these matters.
There's light and brown sugar. I'm using light.
Big mistake.
Light brown sugar?
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll turn out M. Probably help it. Molasses is heavy. Oh, I would imagine the more brown the sugar, the heavier. Blah, blah, blah. There's so much nostalgia that I've had to dispose of in my life. I have always had a real, like, hard to handle, heavy connection with Christmas. Getting stuff, but also, like, smells and eating food and the things on TV. Like, it was all just a mood, you know? This is one that hasn't been eaten up. Sorry. Watching, like, that Garfield's Christmas.
Yeah.
I saw it on YouTube or something. It had commercials. Or maybe I saw commercials somewhere near. It was like a Hershey one where they're doing the dinging. M&M's one where it reminds you of that stuff.
The Santa one? We're like, oh, they're real. Oh, he's real. Oh, they both famous.
Mm-hmm.
We know a fucking commercial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there's a time and space that I can travel to because I have such a close connection to it, but instead of letting it, like, engulf me, I can travel it and put it in a bigger context. For example, you know, everything felt all nice for us, but what was going on for our parents? What was going on in the world? It was all the same ignorant, dumb shit. And the food that was being advertised to us was still fucking poison. People want to probably consider that shit as like a buzzkill, but you gotta let go of the past.
Yeah, it's holding everybody back.
Or you gotta let go of that emotional connection and give that emotional connection to now. I don't know if there's a lot of days with you that I think about a lot because I'm just looking forward to the next day.